Hello, Mr. Daniel. You're welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure, Zara. Thank you for hosting me.
Yes, Mr. Daniel. As an artist, what gives you inspiration?
God and natural light, that's what gives me inspiration.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel, what is the current basic information you have gathered from Mercury?
It's unbelievable what we've captured so far, Zara.
Do you mean that with the cameras that you installed in Mercury? What kind of pictures did you get from Mercury with your installed cameras?
Our cameras captured unbelievable pictures in Mercury.
How do artists create income, Mr. Daniel?
The artist will firstly focus on building a profile and a reputation through his efforts.
Yeah.
Other than depending on a gallery to sell their work, and without selling the actual work, artists employ inventive tactics of creating income from their work. Sometimes ingenious and uncommon to achieve both short and long-term goals. And it had been through trial and error that I have found some great artists that being like guerrilla approaches to success.
What is your art all about? Or if I may ask, what is your orientation and philosophy like in your profession? What is the biggest inspiration in your work right now?
I am mostly oriented to interpreting the many sides of life through my painterly statements. And I build my philosophy in art and life around the scopes of time, speed, space, and love.
Can you say briefly what this philosophy stands for?
Yes, the scope of speed reminds me always of the unspent moments I am approaching.
The need to deliver the work at hand and get over it to another, leaving my clients satisfied at each creative transaction. The scope of love is the basis for my inspiration.
Yeah.
God is love, and He is my inspiration.
The scope of time is the reason I am here. This philosophy drives me always to abstractions where aesthetic statements are abstracted to either past, present, or future events.
Fascinating.
So the knowledge of time shapes a man's mind, and the scope of space defines the prepared ground on which I work on.
Yeah.
My ground determines my support. And what I can create out from a 15 by 30 ground space can profit much more than what I create out from a 40 by 80 space ground.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So far as I can imagine, it is as if artists have got to do more on marketing and self-promotion.
Cheers.
Yeah. Artists want to be successful, but they need to learn how to employ their creative and critical abilities to market their work.
So far, what are your exhibitions like?
Actually, I'm currently building a body of work for my next solo exhibition, which is coming up soon. Beside that, I have had over 12 group exhibitions and several national and international collections between 2004 and 2025.
Hello, Mr. Daniel. It's good to have you on the show. Mr. Daniel, as a professional artist, what is the art of marketing like in your profession?
That's a good question, Hanatu.
Whenever you or your work appear in a public forum, newspapers, magazines, billboards, posters, on television, or the radio, you have received publicity. Having control over how you and your work appear in these public media is the art of marketing.
So far, I understand that artists, like every other forerunners, set long-term goal for their career. What is the surest way to achieving such goals?
Persistence of cause is the surest way to achieving long-term goal.
Fine. Mr. Daniel, what is your style of art and the subject matter?
As a surrealist, realist, impressionist, and expressionist,
My work sought to release the creativity of the unconscious mind in a strange combination of abstract images.
the subject matter of my painting ranges from love surreal abstractions, which are done mostly with impasto techniques, using brush end or knife, and are sometimes done in alla prima approach.
What is your medium?
Oils, poster colors, and adhesive glue on canvas, board, wall, or paper.
Mr. Daniel, you are welcome on the program.
It's a pleasure, Mariam. Thanks for hosting me.
Very good. What account would you give of influences and or studies in your arts?
My work is influenced by the Institute of Management and Technology, IMT, Enugu, and the Nigerian Contemporary Arts. And I have also studied and taken master classes with many established masters in Nigeria. There's no limit to my use of art medium for creativity.
Any awards, exhibitions, and collections your work might be in?
I am still building up. I'm yet to win an award. I have exhibited severally in Nigeria and London.
My works have been selected and collected severally by national and international collectors.
Can you briefly explain your aesthetic? That is, what you are trying to accomplish in your work.
Of course, I build my aesthetic around interpreting the many sides of life, love, time, speed, and space. As I said earlier, my painting statement and presentation is aimed at accomplishing aesthetic value.
Absolutely.
And, above all, painting religious, political, and social themes with solutions side by side.
I believe in originality of work.
How and why did you choose painting for a career?
Well, it's a long story.
You see, it is very unlikely for an artist to spend his or her whole career working in one particular style. They sometimes go photography or conceptual in arts, trying different mediums, applying to color and clay, and sometimes to yarns. So painting as a career opens up my view of the world to so many business outlets, challenges and spurs of life, and makes me be able to face them with my brush, palette, and knife. I can experiment freely with painting and arrive at variable solutions.
Mr. Daniel Akpasop, it's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you, Haja Sofiat. It's a pleasure to be here.
I've heard of the great artist, Picasso. In regards to painting as a career, what can you say of him?
Amongst the exponents of Cubism were Pablo Picasso and others. Pablo Picasso, a Spanish-born but Paris-based artist. Despite the media he used, his influence is undeniable. Oil painting, collage, drawing, sculpture, and ceramics. All of his work fell under an umbrella loosely defined as Cubism. But at the same time, he went through different phases.
Yes, exactly.
In the 20s, he tried realism, and in the 30s, surrealism, but in a form that was very different from his early work. He was able to translate his ideas in a multitude of ways. Picasso defined his goal through an aesthetic. And since he knew the gallery scene better than most people, he created work that was exhibited on a regular basis.